Our Across the Aisle segment tonight, Michelle Obama said that people don't trust politics because the GOP is all men and all white. Well, Mrs. Obama, people also don't trust politics because their leaders lie directly to their faces, just like you did. In fact, it is not the Republican Party that has a diversity problem. With me now, Democratic strategist Michael Starr Hopkins. Michael, good to see you, friend.
It's always good to see you. Happy National Smile Day.
It is. It's National Smile Day. What did Mother Teresa say? Peace begins with a smile. So hopefully we can start that train.
See, there we go.
All right, let's look at this video. This is Michelle Obama speaking about the GOP and apparently the diversity problem that we suffer. Take a look.
Usually at the State of the Union address, where, you sit in the balcony and watch the State of the Union.
Like you do.
Yeah, like you do. You see it on TV. I'm in the room. But when you're in the room, what you can see is this real dichotomy. That on one side of the room, it's a feeling of color almost. On one side of the room, it's literally gray and white. Literally, that's the color palette on one side of the room. On the other side of the room, there's yellows and blues and whites and greens. Physically, there's a difference in color, in the tone.
Wow.
Because one side, all men, all white. On the other side, some women, some people of color.
All right, first of all, I actually enjoy listening to Michelle Obama. I think that I love the vocabulary that she uses. We need to bring that back. So many people don't read books anymore like she does and learn that vocabulary, and I love it. But what she said in this case was absolutely ridiculous. Michael, please tell me that you agree that this was just straight fake news.
I think that she made some overgeneralizations, but I think she made a good point when she was talking about how, when you have diversity, then you have differing opinions and you have viewpoints from all different cultures, all different backgrounds. And I think that one of the problems the GOP's had is by not having as many African Americans and not having as many Latinos as, say, the Democratic Party, that the viewpoints haven't been as wide and as different. And so I think that's what she was getting at. I think she probably could have worded it a little better. But,
No, I mean, I get what you're saying. Even phrased more delicately, like you did. I still don't know if it stands up. I mean, check this picture out. This is why I laughed when I heard what Michelle Obama said. This is the Republican debate stage from the primaries last year. On this debate stage, we have Marco Rubio, Ted Cruz, Ben Carson, Dr. Ben Carson, Carly Fiorina, Bobby Jindal. That is two Latinos, an African-American, a woman, a high-powered CEO, and an Indian American. Michael, that's the GOP stage. Then check out the Democratic debate stage. We have Hillary Clinton, Bernie Sanders, Webb, O'Malley, Chaffee, white, 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 white. Do you see the irony?
I do, and it was part of the reason the Democrats were successful in this election. I will have to say, from the presidential stage on the GOP, that was a lot of the diversity in the party on the stage right there. When you look at Democrats, we do have, Cory Booker and Kamala Harris, and, we do have a lot of minorities. I think Republicans have gotten better. Tim Scott, I think, is, we may differ on some issues, but I think he's been a great senator. He's been really honest and helped the party open their viewpoints when it comes to how African Americans play a role. And so I think both sides have to be better with it. But, I think Republicans need to be a little better than we do.
I don't know. I guess I don't understand what happened to looking at someone, evaluating someone based off of the content of their character and the policies that they present, instead of just looking at their, superficial physical appearance. What happened to judging someone on the content of their character and not the color of their skin?
Well, no one's saying that we want any minority, just any person in there. But, as an African American or as a Latino, you're going to have experiences that other people don't have. And so we can all learn from those experiences. And so when
right,
parties
no argument there. No argument there, but that's not what Michelle Obama was saying. She was basically saying that, I mean, you heard her. You heard what she said. She said that there is diversity on one side of the room and white people on the other side of the room. And she said because of that, there couldn't be anything good that came from the side with white people. That's racist.
Well, no, that's not. She didn't say there couldn't be anything good. But I think, for example, when Donald Trump held that press conference in the Rose Garden with bunch of Republicans talking about the healthcare bill, that was not only majority male, but I think almost all white. And I think the optics of that are problematic because as a country that is really diverse, you want to make sure our representatives reflect that.
Sure.
And so I think that we've got to make sure that we're getting the right people in there, but also the right viewpoints and the right perspectives in there.
Okay, well, check out these optics. This is Hillary Clinton's running mate. I'm not sure if we have this photo or not. Tim Kaine, old, rich, white man, the leader, the minority leader of the Democrats in the Senate, old, rich, white man. I mean, shouldn't it be fair standards, equal standards on both sides then? Where's the criticism about the Democratic Party being too old, too male, and too white?
It's funny you say that. I actually have a column coming out on Monday talking about how that is a really big problem in the Democratic Party. When you look at our leadership, Nancy Pelosi, Bernie Sanders, Chuck Schumer, it is a very white leadership party. And so I think that Democrats as well really need to recruit younger, more diverse, more wide viewpoints. And I think that that's something that we've been really critical of. As someone who was on the Hillary campaign, I actually was critical of her in that I think she really appealed to more suburban, upper class white Americans than she did to a lot more of the diverse, wide range of viewpoints in the Democratic Party.
Well, I think overall too, just comments like this from Michelle Obama just hammer it home to me again that we need to put away these identity politics and not judge people on whatever their perceived demographic is. Just judge them on individuals, who they are themselves, what they believe. Judge these politicians on their actions, their history, what they've done, not what they're saying at that podium on the campaign trail, and certainly not the color of their skin, how rich they are, or what gender they are. I'm so tired of politicians to either telling me that I shouldn't be a part of this party because it's too white, it's not diverse enough, or I must vote for this candidate because she shares the same genitalia that I do, otherwise I'm voting against my own voice. I'm so tired of that identity politics. I think people on both sides of the aisle are. I think that's why Donald Trump was elected.
Yeah, I do. I think there's been a lot of pushback. I have friends who voted Obama twice and then voted for Donald Trump this time. And, I think there is a very uncomfortable conversation that the country needs to have with race. And I think that on both sides, when we throw around terms about racism and things like that, it makes it more difficult to have that conversation.
Yeah, I agree. And I think you can separate the two things. I think you can have that conversation about race without devolving into a system of identity politics. And I wish that we would do that. Michael, thanks for coming on the show. It was great to talk to you.